Welcome to Cars, Numbers and You. My name is Franz, and this reading is for the air signs for the next 30 days. This reading is made September 29 of 2023. I already started the reading. Unfortunately, there was a lot of noise and I had to start all over again. So I already flipped the cards. This is a planetary reading where we're going to be seeing the moon, which are the inner emotions. We have Mercury with the mind of education, Venus, relationships, the Sun, individual goals, Mars, conflict, challenges, Jupiter, expansion and growth, and Saturn, limitations and restriction. Finalizing with an advice. Here I'm using the New Mythic Tarot, one of my favorite Greek decks for the time being, and the Olympus Tarot. And I say that in that way because most of us, we cannot get the classical Mythic Tarot, and even then I personally have my my critiques about the art, but there is a very limited amount of Greek tarot decks for Greek mythology. So nonetheless, let's get to the reading. We're starting with the moon, and with the moon we have with the chariot. Chariot, we have Aries. Aries is the god of war, and here he is a very potent moving forward energy in the emotional realm. He's definitely someone who at the moment is going through a little bit of charge. There's things that are upsetting you. There are things that have been brewing for quite a while. Most likely you are in an environment or you have a partner that is pissing you off, for a lack of a better word. And there is, Aries is telling you that it's time to move forward. That being taking a break, that being cutting off, that being, taking a break. Hey, I need a vacation, I need a week away, or relocating to a different place. Whatever it is, it's time for you to move forward from that anger, because if you do not move forward for that energy, you are not going to be able to get into a state where you're going to be able to be productive and see life in the way that is necessary, particularly because Aries, he first attacked and then he asked, are they the bad guys? So you know what I mean. So be wary and cognizant of your emotions, and allowing yourself time to take a break from whatever or whoever it's triggering you, because with that space you're going to be able to see things in the best light. This is followed by Mercury, which is the mind, and we have Athena. Look at the coincidence that we have Athena, which is the goddess of wisdom, counterpart to Aries. Athena is also a goddess of war, but she is a tactician. She does not simply attack because she feels angry or she just wants to win. She thinks very well, and she's letting you know that this is a time for you to come with ideas. Most likely you are someone who is already creative, that being in the science realm, that being with words, that being that you work in the publishing, or you work in entertainment, or anything that is related to using your mind in a very clever way. This is the time for you to pursue that. And Athena is letting you know that taking your time to craft your idea is gonna be rewarding at the end, particularly because her sword is shining with hope. So that definitely tells you that this is the right time for you to go ahead, air sign, and go for that thing that you want. You're going to be successful. This is followed by the emotional round with Venus, and we have the Two of Swords. Some of you have to make hard choices in between a partner or two partners. There's no judgment. There's some people that are in a relationship with more than one person, or this can also relate to people that have to pick in between perhaps your boss and your boss or your spouse, in the sense of having to work between business and a family life. So you feel indecisive, and this is a time for you to take a step back and breathe, for you to be able to find answers and take the best choice, because otherwise relationships are not going to simply blossom out of crossing your arms. You have to take decisions, so do not hesitate and make a decision. And in the Sun position, we have the Three of Wands, which is about getting that what you want. I feel that some of you are in a way reconnecting with things that were owed to you, that being money, that being recognition, that being that people spoke bad or ill about you. And this is the time for you to step up and be recognized for the things that are yours. Okay, and this is important because at the end of the day, when you love yourself and you know your own value, you do not allow anything less than. Okay, so the Three of Wands is things that are for you are going to come into fruition, but you also have to take the step. It's not simply a wait for the check in the mail. You need to make the phone call in order to make sure that you're going to be receiving that check, and that it's not going to be lost in the mail, or someone say, yeah, it has been sent, and then when you call again, oh, it has not been sent. Situations like that. So you need, it's part having patience, and the other, value on yourself, and speak up for that is rightfully yours. And this is followed by Mars, which is conflict. And the Ace of Pentacles let us know that you air sign at this moment need to be wary about money and investments. But I think particularly investments, they're a little bit shaky, in the sense of this is a time where finances can get a little bit dim, a little bit short. So you need to be very clever on how you use your money. That being said, I feel that towards the end of the month, you might be receiving unexpected source of income, but you cannot count on this necessarily, because this month is going to have the emotional monetary challenges that is not going to allow you, for instance, to spend in the same way that you used to. So it's be very wary about how you do your finances. And this is followed by Jupiter, which is expansion, and we have the King of Pentacles. This is a time for you to use the money constructively. Interesting enough that these two cards from the same suit came together because the King Midas is able to do gold just only by touching. So this is asking you to see how you're managing your money and how you can make it grow and you can make something lasting long. Because the King of Pentacles tells you about not making money fast, but making money in a way that you can create wealth for generations to come. So even after you're gone, people, in this case your family or people who are dependent on you, you have left a legacy. So this is the time for you to build a legacy, being very clever on how you use your money, particularly because there is going to be some financial challenges. So it's about being clever with the money and take actions to develop your fortune in the long run. And we are finalizing with the Saturn, which are the limitations, the Magician. And having the limitations with the Magician also is let us know that you need to be wary about fast money schemes, and this goes. I think these three are related because the magician can be an energy that can help you if you are the person who know what you're doing, but on the other hand, the magician can be this person who appears to you selling you liquid gold, and then you find out that it's actually snake oil. You know, is the person who can really much be very clever with their words, and they will tell you what you want to hear. So you need to be very wary about the people who you relate with and how you are able to manage your situations, because again, the people who come into your life and trying to manipulate you or trying to swindle you are very sweet. You cannot tell who they are up the bat, because they look as good as nice as the next person. So definitely be wary with business partners or anybody who can try to persuade you into making the wrong financial decisions, and then you are in a situation where you are in a really hard place. And finally, then we have as an advice, interesting, again, Hermes came here as a magician, but also came here in the chariot, and in that situation we can certainly see how he goes for what he wants, because the chariot, there's two chariots. Have you noticed this? I mean, come on now. I mean, the two chariots, two different gods, and they're saying different things, and yet at the same time he's telling you, go for what you want, do not hesitate. So this in a way is telling you about the emotional realm, about how you deal with your emotions, particularly if they make you angry, and at the same time this also tells you about financial opportunities and when you need to leave. That being that the situation here is that you may already know which person might be trying to swindle you out of money. It might be even a boss in this case, and it's telling you like, this brilliant idea that you have, make it happen. Be very wary with the money and leave as fast as you can. Where you are is not the place for you. If you enjoy the reading, please like, subscribe, and follow. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful next 30 days.